This is not just a car. This is a statement, a machine born from obsession, engineered with precision, and unleashed with a purpose that goes far beyond transportation. The 2026 Mercedes-AMG GT 63 SE Performance arrives like a thunderstorm on a clear day, redefining what a grand tourer can be when performance meets electrified fury. From the very first glance, it demands attention. The low-slung silhouette hugs the ground like a predator ready to strike. Every curve is sculpted with intention, every line carved by airflow, every detail screaming speed even when standing still. The front fascia is dominated by the iconic Panamericana grille, wide and aggressive, flanked by razor-sharp LED headlights that pierce through the darkness with surgical precision. Massive air intakes channel cooling to the beast within, while the sculpted hood hints at the explosive power waiting underneath. This is not elegance alone. This is controlled aggression. As the body stretches toward the rear, the design flows seamlessly into a muscular stance that feels planted, confident, and unapologetically bold. The wide shoulders give it presence. The aerodynamic elements are not just for show, they are active, intelligent, constantly adapting to maximize downforce and stability. And at the rear, the full-width LED taillight signature glows like a futuristic blade, while quad exhaust outlets promise a soundtrack that refuses to be ignored. But the real story begins beneath the surface. At the heart of this machine lies a handcrafted 4.0-liter twin-turbocharged V8 engine, a masterpiece of German engineering that has already earned legendary status. But this time, it evolves. It becomes something more. Paired with an advanced electric motor mounted on the rear axle, the GT63 SE Performance transforms into a hybrid powerhouse that doesn't compromise, it dominates. The combined output pushes beyond 800 horsepower. Torque surges past the unimaginable, delivering an instant, relentless wave of acceleration that feels almost unreal. The moment the throttle is pressed, the electric motor responds instantly, eliminating hesitation, filling every gap, and launching the car forward with explosive force. There is no delay, no waiting, just pure, immediate power. 0 to 100 km per hour happens in under 3 seconds. But numbers alone don't capture the experience. It's the way it pins you to the seat. The way the horizon rushes toward you. The way time seems to compress as the engine roars and the electric boost surges in perfect harmony. This is performance redefined. Inspired directly by Formula One technology, the battery system is engineered not for long-range efficiency but for maximum performance output. It delivers rapid bursts of energy exactly when needed, enhancing acceleration, sharpening response, and transforming every drive into an event. This is not a hybrid for saving fuel. This is a hybrid for breaking limits. The AMG Performance 4MATIC Plus all-wheel drive system ensures that all this power is not wasted. It intelligently distributes torque between the front and rear wheels, providing maximum grip in every condition. Whether launching off the line or carving through corners, the system works seamlessly to keep the car stable, controlled, and incredibly fast. And then there's the handling. With rear axle steering, the GT63 SE Performance becomes agile at low speeds and incredibly stable at high speeds. The AMG Active Ride Control suspension continuously adapts, eliminating body roll and keeping the car perfectly balanced through every turn. It doesn't just drive, it dances, it attacks, it dominates the road with precision that feels almost telepathic. Step inside, and the experience transforms once again. The cabin is a fusion of luxury and motorsport, where every element is designed to immerse the driver in performance. Premium materials surround you. Fine leather, Alcantara, carbon fiber, each surface crafted with meticulous attention to detail. The AMG Performance seats hold you firmly in place, yet offer comfort that makes long drives effortless. The digital cockpit comes alive with vibrant displays, providing real-time performance data, navigation, and customization options that put you in complete control. The steering wheel, wrapped in premium materials, features integrated controls that allow instant access to driving modes, suspension settings, and exhaust sound levels. Ambient lighting flows throughout the interior, creating an atmosphere that feels both futuristic and inviting. It's not just a cockpit. It's an environment, a space where technology and emotion collide. And then you press the start button. The V8 awakens with a deep, commanding growl, a sound that resonates through your chest and sends a clear message: this is AMG. Even with its hybrid nature, the soul of the engine remains untouched. The exhaust note is raw, powerful, and unmistakably alive. In electric mode, it glides silently, almost effortlessly. But switch to Sport or Sport Plus, and the transformation is immediate. The sound intensifies, the response sharpens, and the car reveals its true character. Every drive becomes an experience. Every acceleration becomes a thrill. Every corner becomes an opportunity. The 2026 Mercedes-AMG GT 63 SE Performance is not trying to follow trends. It's setting them. It proves that electrification doesn't have to mean compromise. It can mean more power, more control, more excitement. It can mean redefining what performance truly feels like. This is where luxury meets aggression. Where technology meets emotion. Where the future meets raw, unfiltered power. This is not just a grand tourer. This is a machine built to dominate roads, to command attention, and to deliver an experience that stays with you long after the engine shuts off. This is AMG at its absolute peak. And once you experience it, nothing else feels the same. And just when it feels like the limits have already been pushed to the edge, the story of this machine goes even deeper. Because the 2026 AMG GT 63 SE Performance is not built to simply impress on paper, it's engineered to dominate every environment it enters. Out on an open road, the car transforms into something almost unreal. The combination of electric torque and twin-turbo V8 force creates a surge of acceleration that feels continuous, relentless, and almost infinite. There is no drop in power, no hesitation, no moment where the energy fades. It pulls, and keeps pulling, as if the laws of physics have been rewritten in its favor. The integration between combustion and electric systems is seamless. It's not two separate forces working together, it's one unified experience. The transition is invisible, but the effect is undeniable. The electric motor fills every gap, sharpens every response, and amplifies every movement of your right foot. And then comes the precision. Because power without control is chaos. And this machine refuses chaos. The chassis is engineered with obsessive detail. Every component is designed to work in harmony, creating a driving experience that feels balanced, predictable, and incredibly sharp. The rear axle steering system adjusts dynamically, tightening the car's turning radius at low speeds and enhancing stability when the speed climbs into extreme territory. The result is a car that feels smaller than it is, more agile than expected, and far more capable than anything in its class. Through corners, it grips the road with authority. The all-wheel drive system constantly analyzes traction, sending power exactly where it's needed. The suspension adapts in real time, keeping the body flat and composed even under aggressive driving. There is confidence in every turn, a sense that the car is always one step ahead, always ready for whatever comes next. And yet, despite all this performance, it never forgets its identity as a grand tourer. Because when the pace slows and the road stretches endlessly ahead, the AMG GT reveals another side of its personality. The ride becomes smoother, the cabin quieter, the experience more refined. It glides effortlessly, absorbing imperfections in the road while maintaining a sense of control and composure. This duality is what makes it extraordinary. It can be a track weapon, brutal and unforgiving, pushing you to your limits with every press of the accelerator. And in the next moment, it can become a luxury cruiser, calm, composed, and effortlessly elegant. Inside, the technology continues to elevate the experience. The infotainment system responds instantly, offering seamless connectivity and customization. Every detail can be adjusted, from suspension stiffness to steering response, from exhaust sound to energy management. It's a level of control that allows the driver to tailor the car's personality to match the mood of the moment. The AMG-specific displays go beyond aesthetics. They provide real-time insights into performance, showing power distribution, battery usage, torque delivery, and more. It's not just information, it's engagement. It pulls you deeper into the experience, making you feel connected to every aspect of the machine. And then there's the feeling. The feeling of sitting behind the wheel of something that represents the peak of engineering. The awareness that every detail, every component, every line of code has been refined to deliver this exact moment. It's not just driving, it's immersion. The exterior continues to play its role in this experience. At speed, the aerodynamic elements come alive. Active components adjust automatically, increasing downforce when needed and reducing drag when possible. The car slices through the air with precision, stable and composed even as the speed climbs higher and higher. The design is not just about looking aggressive, it's about performing aggressively. Every vent, every contour, every surface has a purpose. And the presence it creates is undeniable. On any road, in any setting, it stands out. Not just because of its design, but because of what it represents. It's a symbol of innovation, of performance, of pushing boundaries without compromise. And yet, it remains unmistakably AMG. The sound, the feel, the emotion, it's all there. Enhanced, evolved, but never lost. This is the future of performance, but it still carries the soul of the past. A soul defined by power, by passion, by the relentless pursuit of excellence. The 2026 Mercedes-AMG GT 63 SE performance doesn't just move forward. It pulls everything else with it. And as the journey continues, one thing becomes clear. This is not the end of performance evolution.